Hello, my name is Donovan Glassblower, and today we're going to be cooking rice and pasta blend with broccoli. Now you may be wondering why I'm quite so qualified to teach you how to cook these things, and that's because this very stove right here has been the stove that I've been making top ramen on for the last 5 years. That's why I have weak boy noodle arms. All right, so your first step is going to be just to like rip the package. Alright, so first steps first is you want to just like go ahead and toss the bitch in there. Now try to keep like most of it in there. Generally speaking, when you're cooking, you're going to want to like keep it in the pan. If some falls out, that's fine. Just use your hands to get it in there. Now, this kind of smells bad, but you know what? Once you get it cooking, it'll taste delicious. So what do we got in here? We got broccoli, we got cheesy cheddar sauce. That's the good stuff. And we're just going to go ahead and throw some water in here. We're going to come on over. Hit on the tap water. You never want to use filtered water because that would be unhealthy. So you really want to just like get it going good, fill it up. Now, when you think you've put too much water in there, you want to keep going and actually put just more water in. And you want to make sure it's really well, nice and filled up like that. You want to put it on your power burner up here. Now, if you get a little bit of rice on the ground, that's okay. That's okay. You know, if it's a little bit foamy, and maybe even like a little bit moldy, that's fine too, just adds flavor. Next thing you're gonna want to get out is actually a half-eaten banana. And what you actually want to do is take the banana, just toss it on a good old cutting board. If there's some like dust and a little bit of schmuck on there, that's fine too. You want to take two big-ass knives. You want to take two big-ass knives that are just way too big to cut this thing. Alright, let's come on over here. Let's take a look at this. It's looking pretty tasty already, but you know what? There's actually two different ways you can go from here. There's two different recipes. There's sugar for, you know, your standard meal, or if you want to get a little creative, you go for the harder stuff. We're not pussies in this kitchen, so actually we're going to go over here, and you want to just take out your good old coffee grains, right? The stronger the better. Just toss the bitch open there. Want to get a good cup there and just dump it dump it on in there. You really want to make sure it's black, like just straight up. Now take your good old mixer and mix that around. Make sure you get a good old like black tinge to the water. That's how you make it good. All right. Oh, that's smelling good. All right, now as for the aforementioned banana, you're gonna want to just slide that in there partially cut. You don't want that to be You don't want these cuts to actually be even. That's the trick to it. You really want it to be uneven. That's actually going to give it a little bit more spice, a little more flavor. It's going to really marinate the rice in there pretty damn good. All right, now if your house is prone for the fire alarm going off, you're going to want to go ahead and slap the fan on there. That's all good though. Next thing you want to do is actually come over here and get some good old Chips Ahoy cookies. Make sure they're the non-chewy kind, because for this next step, that's actually really going to aid you. You want to just take out your good old cheese grater, slap that bitch on there, and take out some good old, again, not the chewy ones, because when you cheese grate them, you really want them to be the rough ones, because those ones actually grade much better. So you're going to want to take about 4 entire Chips Ahoy cookies and really just cheese grate them very well. You want it to be pretty broken up. You don't need to get everything in there just because, you know, you don't need to be perfect. That's not what it's about. It's really about the thought here with the Chips Ahoy cookies. Yeah, alright, so we'll just get this last cookie going here. And that's looking good to me. Again, you know, you can use your fancy little knife here to scrape it straight in. Straight into the pan right there. Camera guy, can we get a good old look in on that? Oh, that's looking delicious to me. All right, we're gonna actually cut the burner here and let it just go. You want to make sure to stir this shit up because it can get a little bit nasty if you forget to. All right, you can see the banana actually in there is doing pretty good. What else is in my grandma's recipe? Let's see. I think that actually her recipe calls for 1 scoop of peanut butter. So you want to really make sure, brand new can right here. Want to Pop that lid open. Take a good old, just about a teaspoon's worth of peanut butter. You don't want to get too crazy with it. And you want to just smack this onto the counter. And general rule with peanut butter is you want to actually just beat the ever-loving shit out of it. Just find like the nearest thing that you can beat with it. What can we use? Just this water bottle. And just, you want to just beat the ever-loving shit out of the peanut butter, and that actually mashes it up. It breaks up the chemical bonds in the peanut butter, and it actually cooks more evenly in your dish. So you can just use one of these things and you know, scrape it off there. That's looking like some caramely goodness. Just slap that straight in there. You know, if you get a little bit of collateral damage, that's okay, you know. All right, and you want to actually smack this back up. We're gonna put this on low heat here just to let that really simmer in good. And there's one last thing that's really important. You know, my grandma's recipe normally just ends here, but my grandpa, he's got a little bit of an extra zing to it. He actually just takes an entire hot dog bun, and you just want to toss the bitch. Oh, see, I missed. You want to just actually just Kobe it right in. Fuck. All right. It has to be a good, perfect Kobe. Straight in to the pan right there. If it's hanging over the side, you know, you get a little bit of French style going on there. The Germans would do that though, so. All right, so what we're looking at here is actually just a meal that's fun for all ages. I mean, grandma can take a bite of that hot dog bun right there. I mean, we got a little bit of Schmuck Valley go down on there, and the kids love the rice up north here. Really just a beautiful meal, works with the keto diet. Vegetarians just seem to love this meal. You know, my great-grandpa, you know, he had a cholesterol problem. You know, my great-grandpa, he actually had a cholesterol problem, and, you know, he went full keto diet, and actually, this was like his go-to every day, every morning. Instead of oatmeal, he just cut that straight out, went for this. But yeah, I've been Donovan Glassblower. This is actually the first meal that I've cooked that hasn't been top ramen in about, I'd say at least 13 years. When I was 7 one time, I got into the cake batter. It was a whole situation. But yeah, just get one more good look at this camera guy. Money shot right here for the thumbnail. And yeah, that's been our cooking tutorial. Please tune in next time when we're actually gonna make Actually, tune in next time. Next week we're gonna make Doritos. It's gonna be great. And the week after that, we're actually having my friend Daryl on, and we're gonna teach you how to make elbow pasta from scratch. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be wonderful. And I'm hoping we're gonna get some more guests on here. Channel's growing every day. Subscribe, hit that like button, destroy the notification button, and there we go. Thank you for watching.